I'm Caden.
I'm Lex.
This is AJ.
And this is Cam.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Smiling Crew podcast.
Woo! We made it to episode 2.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did it, boys.
We didn't get canceled.
Still don't have Jack.
Yeah.
Still don't have Jack.
Sad
But
times.
we'll get him.
Sad
Jack.
times.
He'll
We'll
be
get
here
him.
next episode, we promise.
Yeah.
Or next episode after that.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if we can promise that.
All of our schedules are pretty tight, so
He'll
it's
get
kind
here
of
when
like,
he gets
He'll
here.
be here.
Mine's
You'll
not.
see him around.
You'll see him.
I
when
can't
you
even
see
lie.
him.
I can't even say my schedule's tight, and I get home at 10.
Oh, definitely mine. That's
My schedule.
also we lived in like kind of. I mean, you
We
and
all
AJ.
live
Okay, here's the thing.
Across the
pretty
city.
close.
Me, AJ, and Jack live in the same area. Jack technically lives in Baldwin, so yeah. But then you live 30 minutes like that way.
North.
What's
I'm
that
the-
way?
say-
I'm the one who lives
Say,
closest.
say,
Out of
Cameron lives 30 minutes north, and then Lex lives 30 minutes south, west,
Yeah,
whatever.
southwest,
southwest.
So basically, it's like
It's weird.
an hour span of driving in either direction.
Which is why my house is the central hub. It's kind of.
Hopefully, I'll be moving soon, so it won't be an issue. But
You'll
Where
be
are
in
you
Wildwood.
moving
That'll
to?
make it super easy.
Well, my dad's been looking at houses in Wildwood.
Oh, really? That's-
Ellisville, and Eureka. So.
I thought you lived in Eureka.
No, okay, so how I'm going to Eureka is, so I still currently live in, like, Pacific Gray Summit area, and we're renting a house in Eureka so I can be able to go to school there, but we were supposed to move into the rental house, but my dad being with his business, he travels all the time, so he can't move in, so,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that. I guess the more you know.
Oh, do you follow him on Instagram, don't you?
I used to. I just unfollowed him. Nothing against
What?
Kyle. I didn't like his posts, so I
Kyle.
unfollowed him.
Ross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kyle's that,
It's yeah.
That's
he's-
okay.
That's the
Nobody
one that
ever
played
watches
D&D.
the second episode of a podcast, so
Except
you'll
for
be
Kyle,
okay.
who will be there at your house with a pitchfork, ready to stab you.
All right. I'm not gonna burn bridges before they're built.
Let's build them up, and then we'll burn.
Yeah.
So TVs.
Challenge accepted, though, Kyle. Come to my house with a pitchfork. I'm not scared of you.
That's a small.
All right,
we have a
Cameron.
very small TV in here.
Well, it's our Game Adventure TV.
Have you seen that episode of The Office where Michael Scott has that TV in his kitchen?
Yeah.
Or in his living room?
flat screen. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that size.
It's
It's like that
extremely
size.
tiny.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the most awkward episode.
That was my
Oh
least
my
favorite
God.
episode.
And they had that
of The
fight, and they, like, break up, and, like...
It's not more
And they
awkward
break the
than
TV.
Scott's
Scott's
Tots.
Tots. Oh.
Oh, that one was also awful.
Yeah.
So bad.
Hey,
I just
Mr.
watched that the
Scott,
other
What
day.
you
you
gonna
gonna
do?
do? What you gonna do?
Make a dreams come true.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that made me cringe.
I actually don't
lot.
have the money for this.
That would have to be illegal.
It has to be illegal.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
It's
it's
not.
Bro,
But
he promised them...
it's so
like,
wrong.
It's so bad. It's not,
So
but, like,
wrong.
that's so bad.
He's so
They
stupid.
worked so hard.
They deserved to, like, just jump him.
Yeah.
They
Like,
put
I
a
don't...
plaque of him in their school.
Yeah.
What a worthless.
And then what did he
human
give them after that? He gave them, like, batteries?
being. Yeah.
He gave them
Give
batteries?
something worthless.
He's like, I'll make it up to you. I'll give you batteries.
Okay, imagine this though. Imagine before he came and they still thought he was paying for his college tuition. Imagine being the class right above and right below them who just missed getting their college paid for.
Yeah, but it would feel pretty good by the end of the episode.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
You realize that it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter.
Like their older sister who had to pay for college all by herself.
It's all butthurt and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be butthurt too. Paying for college nowadays, more like college is expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't know.
AJ did a stinky gesture. He said, paying for college more like stinky.
Go ahead and make my food stinky.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Make my food
stinky.
stinky. We were playing Jackbox.
Gotta love Jackbox. It's gotta be one of my, if not my favorite party game.
Honestly,
I like Mario Party.
you can't even.
Mario
even
Party
fake
is
it.
pretty good. Some like the older ones, like the GameCube ones.
If you didn't have a PlayStation 2 growing up, what are you even doing?
Yeah,
Can you even
for
call
real.
yourself a gamer if you
For
didn't
real.
have a PlayStation 2? So the way it was supposed to go is you had a PlayStation 2, or like anything before PlayStation 2, you know, you could have whatever, like a NES, N64. It's,
I was
it's
gonna
cool.
say I had an N64. Does that count?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sticking
what I
with
had.
that.
And then we had a PlayStation 2. Then we had the Xbox 360, and then we jumped back over to PlayStation. Actually, we had an Xbox One for a minute, but then we jumped back over to PlayStation 4. And I think that's a good jump because the PlayStation 3, in comparison to Xbox 360, was Duke. it was
But
so
then
bad.
the PS4 and
But the PS4
Xbox
compared to the Xbox One, I think is better.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should. Don't forget that in that PS2 era, GameCube is a very viable option.
That's true.
Because a lot of people had GameCubes, and it was almost that in between generation. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I went from like N64 to GameCube.
It's a transitional period.
But
I
mine
get
was
it.
really
I had an
weird.
Xbox 360, but my parents were never really the ones with like about me having games and stuff.
Yeah, Jack's
Same thing with
parents
Jack.
definitely aren't.
Jack's parents
hate-
don't. They hate gaming. They think
They
it's
hate
like,
video
Caden
games?
used to have
They
the
hate video games. They
coolest
think
games
it-
for his Xbox 360.
they think
I
it's
remember
like
all I had was like
detrimental
Minecraft
to his
and
like
the basic
and I
mental
had-
health.
He had like Force Unleashed. Man,
Yeah.
those games were so cool.
Cameron would come into my house and we'd play like all the games.
Yeah.
Like, we would like
The
go,
entire Lego Star Wars saga.
We'd spend like 10 minutes on every game because we just kept rotating through all of them.
Now
was
here's
insane.
my question though: did you have Caden Viva Pinata for the Xbox 360?
No, but I almost did because we had a download code for Viva Pinata and Borderlands 1, which is a
Both
weird
good
combo.
games, actually.
But we weren't allowed to use the download code because it would download both games, and Borderlands was rated M. So,
So what I'm hearing is I'm better because I had Viva Pinata.
Do you
I
remember
guess
at
so.
your old house, like your house in North County, where you had the PlayStation 2 in the basement, and we played some Godzilla game?
yeah, the fighting game where like you're in the
Yeah.
city. Yeah, because the PlayStation 2 was put in the back room of the basement.
Yeah.
That was such a cool place
Whoa.
to hang
It
out.
was so cool. And then we played that DC game.
Yeah.
Man,
I think I
good
know
times.
what game you're talking about, and I definitely wasn't in that situation. But my brother.
I don't know how to spell it.
Oh.
Your brother.
If you're wondering, Caden just gave me a memo to enunciate because I'm not enunciating.
We had a thing in Game Venture where I had to help him when we were recording late because
I have a tendency when I get kind of tired to slur my words.
Like an alcoholic.
Like an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
you are an alcoholic.
Minus the alcohol. Maybe add some of the alcohol. I'm joking, none of the alcohol.
He's
But
not.
I had a game that it might have been something similar, if not the same.
there was a lot of
game.
them, so it's
But-
probably you did.
My brother and he used to be really close with this one dude, and we would go. It was a family friend. We'd go over to their house every Christmas or
Are we stripping now?
It's just hot.
every Halloween. I really just confused those two holidays. Every Halloween, we would go over to their house, and I'd play that with them. And it just made me think about that because they had like the little Mickey Mouse TV. You know what I'm talking about?
Cameron, your cousin Brooklyn had a Disney Princess TV. It was pink, I think.
Did she?
Yeah.
Huh, that's crazy.
She kept it in the old computer room when she lived with you.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
Did you guys ever have in your
times.
houses like miscellaneous rooms?
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
we had a playroom that was basically a miscellaneous room in my old.
What were the
Hazelwood
nicknames
house.
given to the
I have one currently. It's
Most
in
of
the
them were
basement.
pretty much taken.
Playroom?
I turned our miscellaneous room into my workout room. So I have like my heavy bag in there.
That's cool.
I
I
Just
still,
beat
I
bag.
want to. So we have this area downstairs where all we have is just like an empty like space, like with a carpet, and then have like shelves full of just like the dumbest board games like you could ever think.
Yeah, we have a bunch of board
the
games in the closet.
trashiest.
though.
I mean, not even like I
It's
mean,
board games and
the
wrapping paper.
most garbage board games you could ever think of out of all coming from garage sales.
Hey man, don't sleep on board games.
Board
Sometimes
games are
those
pretty
those
fun.
Some,
can
I'm,
slap.
my mom has forced me to play every single one. They're cheeks.
Yeah,
What?
it's
They're
like
horrible.
crappy. Like I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It's like
It's just trash. I can't even
money
describe.
game.
Yeah,
There's
like
something
it's,
that don't
it's
make
something
you
so
play.
dumb. Yeah, and I really want. But yeah, I want to change it into like a workout room or something. Or I don't
Uno
know.
becomes like the last card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Uno already the last? Isn't that the thing?
It's
when you're
one, yeah, but it was
That
was
was a
going
good
more
one, AJ.
phonetically. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Cameron.
True. True.
And I had a utility.
Maybe you
room.
shouldn't have taken that one.
Well, you still got to go for it. sometimes. That's what I think. Uh,
Okay, Jack.
If we're talking about board games, like I don't know, I don't play a lot, but like I really like the game of life. Like depending on which one.
I suck at life.
Really.
Your life's pretty
No, I'm
fun.
just
though.
There's
joking.
this
I just
one
like to
that's
say
like
that.
I forgot what it was called, but because you know how they have different life games.
Oh yeah.
There's this
like
one where
different
it's like
versions.
I don't know, like you try and become like a
billionaire.
it's like a billionaire one. I forgot the name.
That's cool.
Sonic
But like it's
Yahtzee.
super cool.
Sonic Yahtzee?
Sonic
Yahtzee.
All
Sonic
Stars
Yahtzee?
Racing Transformed.
Sonic All Stars Racing Transform.
We could play as Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Mario Kart you could play like at like Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
With
dude.
like all the weird characters.
That was Double Dash.
No, it wasn't Double Dash.
Oh,
that was
maybe
like an
we had
actual
a different Dave
arcade
and Buster's
version.
though, because we at the Dave and Buster's I would go, or the arcades I would go to. They had an arcade machine set up where you'd play with a joystick. You'd play Double Dash.
Oh no,
It was really hard to do.
The ones I had was like you could play as like Blooper and like Wiggler and like some characters not even in the Mario universe.
Who's Blooper?
In like 2006, it's like the little inky guy, the one that'll
Oh,
make your
his name?
screen. Yeah, his name's
You could
Blooper.
race as him?
Yeah, and like Wiggler, like the angry little worm dude, and like Rosalina before Rosalina was popular.
Was she ever?
I mean, ask people now.
It's Mario. You know,
you know,
it's like
Mario's popular.
it's in a certain community.
Yeah.
no, I mean he's well known. At
Okay, here's the
least.
thing. Everyone knows Mario, but not everyone knows Mario.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, yeah, Mario, yeah.
Mario,
But they don't
Mario,
know his
but-
birthday.
Okay. nerds.
That was a good joke.
I'm sitting here like
surprised no
not
one's
understanding
not
any of this
laughing.
gaming
Leave the
trash.
group chat.
You know what? I might.
I might as well just leave. Like I don't even
Not
belong
you,
here.
we're talking to AJ.
Oh, I still don't belong here though.
Lex can take my fall.
You always belong here.
Let's change the subject to sports.
Nope,
All right,
nope,
I'm down
nope.
for some sports talk. What
Wait,
do you wanna
hold
talk
on.
about? Super Bowl.
Slow your roll.
No, NBA.
NBA. Okay.
Slow your roll,
right.
fellas.
KD's the best player in the game. Best person to ever touch a basketball.
Whoa.
Nope, that's
a
me.
bold assumption.
Because I'm
Are you
better-
kidding me?
I might not be as good
Jack
as...
Kearns is literally the best baller.
In the game right now, you got KD, you got LeBron.
You don't
It's
think
Caden, not
Giannis
KD.
is better than KD?
Dude.
I don't know a lot of basketball, but like I've watched Kyrie play. And I think he's
Kyrie
good.
is not the best player.
Kyrie's good. Curry
Yeah.
sucks. Curry's
Curry,
so bad.
yeah, he went
Yeah.
down the drain.
Duke. Can't change
You
my mind
still
on
think you think KD is the best player in the league right now?
that. Yeah.
I
And
think
then
Westbrook is more.
Westbrook is good. I like
Kate and I just sitting here just pondering
Yeah,
like
Antetokounmpo.
how do you
Yeah.
say his how do you actually say
Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo?
yeah.
I-
something
how
like
I
that.
say
I just
it.
say Giannis because it's easier. And we're
I
on
think
a
someone told me it
first
was
name basis.
Antetokounmpo or something.
I have
like
no idea. I really don't care.
that.
But
He's a good player. That's all.
Yeah.
I just had to get my 2 cents in on that.
KD, I disagree, but that's okay.
And then James Harden is one of the best ball handlers in the league.
In the
I
league,
agree.
yeah. I would say he might be. The
I don't know
best
a lot of
shooter in the
basketball,
league
but I've
today.
seen him play. Like
Sure, he's good.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
mean,
good
who's
shooter.
up there, man?
He's up there. He's probably not.
Kyle Korver, one of the best shooters of all time. Changed my mind.
All right.
You guys
Just wanted to get that out
ever...
of the way.
Do you guys like musicals?
No.
Okay, so changing the subject from that.
That was a shot in the
I mean,
dark.
my
AJ,
brother
what do you want to do when you get out of high
Those are
school?
game
you know
When
he
I
sent
get out
in
of
you know
high
he sent
school-
in 3 videos or his
I'm
agent sent in
going
3
to
videos to to Nickelodeon, 1 to Disney.
Who did?
So my brother, so I don't know if I told you, he's like pretty big into acting and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I didn't know.
he recently got,
And he's
and
adopted.
Is he
I do
really?
call him adopted.
Oh.
Probably
He
shouldn't
was
call
on the
him
phone with us earlier. He was like, "You're adopted. You're literally trash." Anyways, so
Oh yeah.
that. He would not shut up. Like when you're on a phone call, usually you would like, you know,
Show
it's
some respect.
Obviously, you would try and be respectful while you're trying to be on a phone call. You know, especially because like,
not if you're below the age of like 12.
Yeah, I don't think they realized.
but he's 14, a
Oh
freshman.
yeah, I forgot. He just looks
And like
he's
honestly, plus we were already late to his thing.
I
so
could see Victor on a Nickelodeon show.
I could see.
yeah, because he's like, you know,
Like
he
the
looks young.
Thundermans
He
or
looks
whatever?
young,
Yeah.
but he's still like a freshman in high school. But he still looks like he's like 11. But he has an agent now, and
Oh, sweet.
his talent. So his agent or talent manager, he's actually the son of the guy who owns the New York
Disney.
Giants.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like the guy's loaded, and so my Victor sent in a video.
He's mine. I own him.
My
yeah.
Victor.
There are
But,
many
yeah,
like
he
it, but
sent
this
in
one is
a-
mine.
This is my Victor.
But he sent in a video to his agent, and he sent it to Nickelodeon and Disney.
Doesn't sound
Dang.
good.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna get a sniff of that. Actually,
I need to get a whiff of.
We're smelling.
does
We're
smell pretty
we're
good.
smelling Cameron's sweatshirt.
Though, Cameron, I want to open that question up to everyone because I think that's interesting.
Yeah, what do you want to do when you get out of high
What
school?
do I want to do when I get out of high school? I
Yeah.
see 2 things happening. I mean, it's always cool to think what could happen if everyone's like, wow, these people are so cool. I want them to go do their own entertainment thing for like a career,
Yeah.
which would always be neat. But I mean, I don't know how realistic that always is.
Right.
So, I mean, stability-wise, I could see myself either being a meteorologist or something with computer science.
Yeah.
Maybe a programmer or something of that nature.
And you would be making big money for that.
Yeah.
For
Well,
both.
Programmer.
Especially
We'll just go in a
that
circle.
industry's rising.
Yeah.
So
We'll go in a
honest,
circle.
for those who don't know, I've been playing soccer my whole life. My dad grew up in Brazil, so soccer is like a important thing. So I take it really seriously, and I'm trying to go pro. And that's the one thing I do, and really the one talent that I actually continue working on. But obviously,
Except for being cute.
aw,
Yeah, and you
No.
have more talents than that.
but yeah, like that's the one thing I really like focus on, and that's what I'm trying to do is go pro. But like honestly, like I don't know, like it is really difficult to go pro in soccer, especially because my dream is to play in Europe professionally. But I mean, you know, besides
Sad.
possibly being famous
I was going to say, it'd be cool
from the
That'd be
if the
cool.
Smiling Crew
Blow up.
blew
I
up.
could do this.
But yeah, like I can honestly like if. I mean, I know, and I'm sure I probably still want to go to college, but like, you know how like some YouTubers don't even go to college because they're already making so much money from
Right.
YouTube and stuff like that. But like, if we honestly blew up, I'd probably still go to college, but like, I'd also try and even consider this.
I would
As
for
if-
sure go to college because if we blew up, we would have the funds for it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Yeah.
have to worry about it as much. You know?
Yeah.
you
And
go
then
to
it's like,
college, you have
no
your
matter
background.
what happens,
You'd still be
we
good, even if
still
it's,
have a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it means anything.
Because, like,
It's
I mean,
nice to something to fall back on.
people
Yeah.
don't know like what can happen on the internet. Like, all of a sudden, one day, your followers could just like
They
drop.
die so like
Exactly,
channels
and then you would be
grow and
there.
die so
You'd be there
fast.
with no degree, and then really not much like job opportunities. So honestly, college is important. But
Yeah.
if we're like not trying to like I guess think too highly of us, but like if we had like at least 1 million subscribers, or even more than that, like we'd be set. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, first we got to get over through 100, but I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking like probably too early to think. This is only episode 2.
You're
That's
right,
why
but I
could
mean,
podcast.
dream
But
big.
You can always talk about it.
yeah,
All right.
Caden, what about you?
Let's get us to 1 million subs by the end of this episode.
exactly. Subscribe.
Wait, hold up.
Smiling
I
Crew.
want to hear what Caden
Did you just knock over water?
No, it's-
I've got
it's
a few. The problem with me going after high school is that literally every single career option I've ever really actually wanted to do is creative in some way, and those kind of career options are very hit or miss. Like, there's never a guarantee that you're going to have a job in them.
Yeah.
Like, being an author or a writer of some sort, like maybe writing movie scripts or something like that, like, there's no guarantee you'll ever get jobs in that. Being a musician, that's even less of a guarantee.
So many people
doing
do
something
that.
like this, like an entertainment business where we do everything, that's
Slim to none.
yeah, exactly. So there's really, for me, there's very few options. So something I have been considering for like probably a few months now. I mean, obviously,
This is all changed.
we're
yeah.
juniors. It doesn't matter, but something I have been looking into and thinking might be cool because I could probably more potentially get a steady job after high school or maybe intern somewhere is radio. Talk show radio, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what my mom wanted to do.
Yeah, like I
She
think
was
that
trying to
could
major
be
in that.
something that I could.
I forgot why she didn't do it, but that's what she wanted to do. Either that or what was it? It's like a photographer or something. Something
My
in the arts.
my friend's dad is
Yeah.
a talk show or a radio show host.
Really,
Which radio station?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is a lot.
I have my mom has a friend who also whose friend does a radio show as well.
What about you, though, Cameron?
So, my whole life, I've always loved like building, like just making things. Has always seemed super cool to me, and then it's like fulfilling. You know, feels
Mhm.
good.
The
So-
accomplishment of
right.
making something.
So, like from a young age, I always wanted to do mechanical engineering, because it's like
Yeah.
they make bank, and
They
then you
do
get
make
to
bank.
you know you get to make stuff.
Yeah.
I always thought that was cool, but then I feel like I've just been like pushing that for so long, so I don't really know if that's what I want to do.
Mhm,
And
I
I'm
get
taking some engineering classes right now just to figure out like the type of stuff that you would be doing. So I'm thinking I want to take my senior year. I want to join the A+ program so I can get the 2 free years of community college.
Go
just
to Wildwood.
just
with
having
me,
an option.
Lex and
Yeah,
Jake.
I'm gonna go to Wildwood or something just with you guys, get an apartment together because I feel like that'd be the easiest option.
Yeah, dude. Yes, if we
That
all
would
got
be the
jobs,
easiest
get
option.
an
Yeah.
apartment
Pretty
together,
cool.
and get through college.
And then while I'm doing that, I could figure out what I really want to do or something. I wouldn't have to worry about the cost or anything.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you'd be fine.
during that as well, I want to. I've been really passionate about
Safety.
boxing the past couple years. And
Go
so,
for it, man.
Yeah, I want to, like, as soon as high school's over, I want to hop straight into amateur boxing because honestly, like, I love it so much. Like
You've got the build for
the
it,
craft,
too.
right? I just love the sport, and I think I could really do something with it. And I'm not expecting to go anywhere with it. It's just a side hustle.
Yeah.
So
Just
I'm
a
gonna
bit.
For as far as like
hop into that.
majoring stuff go, because honestly, if soccer's so hard to get into, so, and honestly, it'll only last like 35 years if I actually even get somewhere with it. So at 35, I'll be there. Like I have to major with something just so I have a plan B. Because at 35, and if I'm not making so much money with soccer, I gotta have a plan B where I can do something. And I really, because I joined psychology this year in high school, I really, really enjoy psychology. It's just really fun and just thinking about like how the brain works and how people think and how we how humans react to things. I just think it's cool. The problem is, like it's the supply and demand thing too. Like that's the one problem. Like so many people want to do it because it's, I guess, quote unquote an easy major, or something like sociology. People all go into because like
Sociology's so cool.
yeah.
It is
Sociology.
really cool. I'm taking a
I'm
sociology
taking it
class
next
I'm
year.
in it right now.
I'm doing it next year.
But like so many
You're gonna
people
like it.
want to major in that because like I guess it's easier than say like engineering. So, but like honestly, like I guess depending on the psychology like field you want to go into, I guess it can make a little bit of money. But I think it's just psychology would be really cool. But I guess plan B would probably just be some type of engineering.
I think honestly, I could see myself being like a personal trainer or like a physical therapist.
Makes money.
Yeah.
That
For,
makes
not for
sense.
like older people, but like for athletes and stuff.
Yeah.
My,
Yeah, like a PT. Yeah.
My aunt, she's doing that right now, and she's pretty happy with it. And she like, you get to see.
Personal trainer. Yeah, like a PT.
Oh,
As you were saying.
I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
she it's crazy because like whenever you work out with her, she knows all these specific muscles and how to target those muscles. So it's like all these exercises that you think you're doing right, you've been doing wrong your entire life, and the way you actually do them benefits you so much more. It's like insane. But
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
it is really cool,
Oh,
and I feel like it's something I could really get into. And you get to like help people, you know. I've never struggled to find motivation
Yeah.
with anything like that, so I feel like it'd be.
either that or you could
Cool
just go
career
into some
path.
like. My mom wants me to go to radiology because it's literally like the easiest like job to do. Would you make so much money for
Where
it?
is it?
Radiology, just like taking X-rays and
I was
stuff.
gonna say it's study of radiation.
Yeah.
I love when doctors take your X-ray. They're
And
like,
they
don't
bolt
worry,
out of the room.
don't worry, it won't hurt you. And then they're like sprint 99 miles an hour out of the
Yeah.
room.
Into like
Then
a
they're like,
blast
now
shield
you
nuclear
can't.
radiation
Yeah.
proof.
They put on like a full hazmat suit.
Yeah.
And then they're also like, we can only get 2, or else it could become hazardous.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
Now can you
well,
tilt your arm?
Yeah.
now stay still, or else we won't be able to get the X-ray till the next day. And it's like,
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's gonna hurt.
I remember that when I've broken both of my arms,
I was there for one of
Dang.
them.
and I remember when I broke my right arm, I was in 7th grade, and I went into the I don't know where it was at, but the X-ray thing, and the way they had me position my arm was the most painful thing ever. It was like disgustingly painful.
They made it like bend in like a certain way. Where
Yes,
it was, like,
and it's like when you have a broken bone,
you gotta be careful
and
with
then
that.
right, and then they're just like yanking it around on this table.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure they knew what they were doing, but it just
Yeah.
no,
They
I've
did
had some
some-
pretty bad medical experiences.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had appendicitis too.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Ooh
do.
boy.
I just went and got some blood work drawn.
Turns out you have AIDS.
A week ago. Yes.
Actually,
But though I've always had trouble with people finding my veins,
Oh no. I feel
and so
bad for
like
you.
when I had appendicitis, in order to get the IV in, it took them 13 tries.
really,
Oh.
that's ridiculous.
Oh.
And so, but when I went and got blood drawn, they tried it twice, and they got it on the second try because someone else came in and did it. But on the first try, they put it on my left arm, like a the crease,
Oh.
Yeah.
and then they didn't strike the vein, and she was like, "Oh, that's weird," and then just started moving it around.
Oh, I missed it. Would you look at that?
Yeah,
Give you a tattoo.
She was like trying to find it.
Yes.
And so she was rotating it, and it didn't really hurt, but I just looked down and I could just see it moving around. And then she did it for like a solid 2 minutes, and then took it out and did it on the other arm, and did the exact same thing, and it hurt so.
Nasty.
The right arm hurt a lot more than the left arm.
No.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Caden's on crack, and it's like 4 a.m.
It is
But
like 4 a.m.
they ended up getting blood.
What
so
time is it?
That's
worked.
the important thing.
Oh.
We've got about 4
It's
minutes
25.
left.
We got 4 minutes. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of similar. Not anywhere close to similar, actually. But the only thing that reminded me of that was when I was in my car accident and I tore my rotator cuff, essentially, my labrum.
Oh.
They had to get x-rays for it, but they popped my arm all the way up like that, which it couldn't sustain that position, so it kept falling down. They were getting mad at me, and I was like, I can't hold my arm up. I was like, I don't know what you're
A hammer
expecting
fell on
from
my
me."
nuts once.
It's okay, Lex.
It hurt really bad.
I'm sure.
Do you remember when you
It was
were...
We should
You
have
got
an
your
entire
nuts nailed.
podcast where we talk about our medical
I
experience.
don't have a whole lot of
Worst.
them, so...
I do.
I've
Oh
got
boy,
a
I
fair
do.
amount.
You, AJ,
I
do you remember
don't.
when you were healing that rotary cuff, and then you were like, yeah, you could punch me in the arm, but I punched you in the wrong
You
one.
punched
I
me-
punched
yeah.
you in the injured one, and
I
it
do
just
remember that.
worsened it for another week and a half.
You
Wow.
it was
What a
it
jerk.
wasn't a super.
Yeah.
I bet
hard
Caden
punch,
laughed.
but because
I did.
you got me in my
Of course I laughed.
you got me in my upper arm, so although the punch wasn't devastating, I heard something and I was like, and I was like, was I still in my sling then or no?
No,
Yummy.
No. Oh yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't punch someone in a sling. But
not that stupid.
I don't know about that one.
I remember that. That hurt a lot.
Why are you doing that, Dave? Why is he doing that?
All right,
It is way too late for
it
that.
is
Oh.
way too late. We should.
I think we should. Oh my. Homer Simpson.
We have a stuffed plush of Homer Simpson in our
You
studio.
just blatantly stare.
All right, one last thing I want to say while you guys are busy pointing around the studio is I'm gonna go and shamelessly mention our Instagram and
Follow
YouTube.
us on Instagram at the Smiling Crew.
At
Subscribe to us
_Adams.
Stop the cameras.
Every episode, he's got to shout out his
Subscribe to us
Instagram.
at YouTube
gonna
at
work.
the Smiling Crew. It's just the
It'll
YouTube
be
channel.
the
It's called
Smiling Crew, yeah.
And this is obviously
And,
going up on
uh,
YouTube, so.
And if you
Yeah,
want the
this is on
podcast,
YouTube,
other
this is on
other places, yeah, Spotify,
everywhere. I don't know where you're listening to it on. but it's
Spotify,
on everything.
iTunes, and YouTube.
are the
think
big
that's,
ones.
I think it's what we're
yeah.
keeping it for now.
Get
Um,
updates on Instagram, so if you want to see what we're up to when we're
Subscribe to our
posting
YouTube
stuff.
too, because we're gonna do some really cool stuff on there.
Yeah, mini series and
Bigger
group-
series,
Yeah,
medium
bigger
size
series like group Smiling Crew videos, and obviously continuing the podcast. So check it out.
Really,
Got some fun stuff planned.
All right.
Yeah, it should be exciting. We should say our names before you go and click.
I was
that.
Caden.
I was Lex.